Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. If you enjoy shopping and handbag videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. You'll super love it. I want to thank Connor from The Closet for inspiring me to do this video today. I'm going to be telling you guys one bag that is my favorite from a particular brand and one bag that is my least favorite. And when I was kind of looking at designer websites and that sort of thing, I realized that I kind of discovered other bags that, I don't know, maybe I will consider buying in the future. And I also realized that there's not many bags that I dislike. I can always see something kind of nice about a bag. It was kind of hard for me to find bags that I really disliked. Let's get right into it, guys. So, Hermes. Now, my most favorite bag from Hermes, I would say, is probably the mini vintage Kelly bag. I absolutely love the Kelly bag. I think it's a classic. I think it's very ladylike and cute. And I think the mini version, especially the vintage one, because it has that exaggerated top handle, is just to die for. Not only is it extremely kind of rare, but I don't know. I think there's something about it that just looks very classic yet novelty because of the size, and I think this would be a great day-to-day kind of style. Comparing to the new mini Kelly, I kind of think the vintage one looks a little bit more sweet, probably because of the top handle. But yeah, guys, my least favorite Hermes bag has got to be, guys, the Trim 31 Anati rainbow bag. And why is this, guys? Well, honestly, it's because every time I stalk the Hermes website, this is the one bag that is always in stock, guys. And every time I try and snag a bag, like true story, guys, today, a mini Evelyn popped up in gold with gold hardware, and I honestly wanted to buy it because I'm looking to get a new mini Evelyn. And to be honest, guys, this is probably my #1 color scheme I would get. It said in stock. I clicked on it, added it to my cart, obviously always sold out, and I was just like, oh, clicked back, and that stupid 31 Anati bag is just teasing me with the stupid rainbow tassels. Like, I don't know, I just, that bag annoys me because it's just always on the website, and it kind of looks like a squid, and I feel like that it must be something to do with the heritage of Hermes. I don't really know much about this bag, to be honest, guys. Maybe I should do my research to appreciate the craftsmanship or whatever, but I think not only it just looks like a very silly bag and very overpriced, and it just, I don't know, it's just always teasing me on the website, so I don't like it. So with Fendi, I really like the baguette style. I've always kind of wanted that, and I love how it comes in all these different designs, and I'm not a huge fan of the Zucca print. I don't really like that brown FF kind of logo print, but I do like kind of the leather varieties of the baguette. I think they're very versatile, and I like all the sizes. I think they're really cute bags. My least favorite Fendi bag would 100% be the Fendi Spy. I'm not sure if they still do this, but I find this bag like literally hideous. It looks like some sort of like monster bag, like a troll turned into a bag. I think it looks quite creepy, and ew, it looks like a wrinkly old bag. I just don't like it. The Fendi Spy, I think they used to be like an it bag in the 2000s, but honestly, it gives me the creeps looking at this bag, so I don't think it's one that I would particularly go for. And if someone gave it to me, I would probably just give it to my sister or something, because I don't know if I could actually even bring myself to wear it. Loewe, I would say my favorite bag is the puzzle bag. I've always loved that bag. It kind of reminds me of origami, and I love the puzzle bag in most colors, even when they come in tri-colors, limited edition. I think probably my favorite color is the tan color. You know, can't go wrong with that. Also looks a little bit like an Hermes color, very neutral, very easy to style. And my least favorite bag from Loewe would have to be, I would say, the simple basket. I've actually purchased that before, and I returned it because I realized I was paying a very high amount for something that is quite simple, like a basket. I don't think you need to buy a basket from Loewe. Obviously, it looks very nice, and it's a relatively affordable designer bag, but I think if you're gonna buy a basket, you can get it from the $2 shop, guys. You don't have to get it from Loewe, and that is why it's probably my least favorite bag, as cute as it is, and I do like the look of it. I just don't think it is that necessary, and I would rather just skip it and get a real designer bag, to be honest. So let's talk Louis Vuitton, guys. My favorite bag would be the Petit Boy Chapeau. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but the little hat box trunk bag. I've always wanted that, guys. I think that is like the epitome of luxury, and you know, I think Louis Vuitton is all about their trunks and their hard side case styles, and every time I see one of these bags in real life, I always think it is just adorable. It's classic, you know, I don't think it will ever go out of fashion. I think you'll always look stylish carrying this. As much as I love, you know, the Takashi Murakami, Louis Vuitton and all that, I think that's great, but I also think it's very novelty and maybe not for everyone, but I think this little hat box bag is just so... Oh, it is just perfection to me. And I would say my least favorite bag from Louis Vuitton would have to be the Neverfull. I think it is a little bit overrated just because it is a very simple shape. I think you could get a simple tote like this from pretty much any brand and you wouldn't have to pay this kind of price. And yeah, I don't know, I guess it's just a very simple shape. Not my style. If I was going to get a designer bag, I would get something a little bit more interesting for me. Now, I know the Neverfull is extremely practical, but as I said, guys, you can get this kind of shape from any brand. You don't have to pay this amount of money for a canvas sack of a bag, in my opinion. And yeah, I just wouldn't buy it. So the Neverfull is my least favorite bag. From Gucci, guys, my favorite bag would be the Jackie bag. Really like the shoulder bag style of it. I think the details on it are also really nice. I'm not a huge fan of the monogram version, but I think in like those kind of box cuff, the pink version and that minty blue version are super cute. I like it in the small size and the mini size. They are just so nice. And if I was going to buy a Gucci bag, I'd probably buy the Jackie bag. I also think it has like, you know, a lot of kind of heritage to it. You know, it was made famous by Jackie O. So yes, and probably my least favorite Gucci bag would be the Gucci padlock bag, because I have had that before, guys, and I found it like very sore on my shoulder. The chain, there's no like leather interwoven through it or anything, and just the way that it was constructed, I found it quite boxy, and even the padlock was a little bit annoying. So just because I've owned that before and I sold it, that's probably my least favorite, and I wouldn't repurchase that particular bag again. Chanel, guys, when I think of my favorite Chanel bag, it would have to be like the classic flap, but particularly probably the mini square. I think is my favorite Chanel bag style. Again, you know, similar to the mini Cali, it's just so adorable. It has that classic look, but is a little bit more quirky because it's mini, and I think the square shape is quite playful as well. I do have one square mini in the 18B Raspberry Red, which is probably my favorite color as well. You know, I actually would love to have got a black square mini, but I ended up scoring the rectangle, which I love. But to be honest, guys, the square is probably my favorite. I think it's the cutest. My least favorite Chanel bag would be the large boy bag. I don't necessarily mind the boy bag, but I find the large one, I think the proportions of it are a little bit off, and I don't see myself ever knowing how to style this bag because it is just quite big. I don't mind the jumbo, but for some reason I feel like the jumbo size in a boy bag doesn't really go. So that's probably my least favorite bag. And also I just think that the way that the flap goes down like that, like in a giant style, it wouldn't be that easy to use either, and it looks extremely boxy, especially in the large size. I like the boy bag in probably the small size or medium. I think that looks fine, but the large one is just, I don't know, I just think it doesn't go. For Prada, guys, I actually really like the Prada Kahir bag. I remember few years back they had the Spellbook Cahier bag, which I thought was really cute and probably my dream Prada bag. I like how there's a lot of like gold details on it, and it's a leather bag, and I even like the kind of fastening of it. I think it is quite unique. When I was really thinking about Prada, there's actually not many bags which I dislike. I think their designs are pretty like classic and just normal looking, but probably my least favorite would be the Prada 2000s pochette. I did actually want to buy this at one point, but I did go into the store and try it, and it felt a little bit cheap to me, which it is like the cheapest designer bag you can probably get. It's like $1,000, but to me it didn't really feel like a designer bag. It just had like a very kind of toy-like zip on it, and like the nylon. I don't know, I don't think it doesn't really feel like it's worth $1,000 to me. So if someone was going to give me a Prada bag, I would probably go for like the Cahier style, because I think, or the Cahier style, I don't know what is it, Cahier? The one that kind of looks like a book. I think that one looks a lot more fancy and there's a lot more detail in it. I think the pochette is a little bit overrated. I think you could buy a pochette from anywhere, really. Yeah. And for Saint Laurent, guys, I would say my favorite bag from Saint Laurent, well, I have a Sac de Jour, which I love, but my current favorite would be the Solferino satchel. My friend actually has this and it looks so nice on her, guys. Like, when she was wearing it, I was just like, oh, I want that bag. That's so cute. And I think it's a very practical day-to-day style as well, and very chic, especially in that box calf leather. And I think the Cassandra logo, the way it opened is quite unique as well, and I just like it. I think it looks very smart. My least favorite bag from Saint Laurent is probably the Kate Tassel bag. I think I'm just a little bit over it. I also don't love magnet fastenings on bags. I think it looks a little bit cheap. And also, this is a very much like an evening clutch style, and I just don't think I would ever wear this. And the chain on it is also, I've tried it on a few times, it doesn't feel that comfortable because it's just a full gold chain. It doesn't feel as soft as like some of the Chanel chains with the leather, or even the 2.55 I find quite comfortable, but some of the Saint Laurent chains I don't find very comfy. And yeah, it's just like a little clutch style. I think it looks very evening, and it's very hard to style in the day, and I just don't really go out much in the evening, so I would say the Kate bag is probably my least favorite bag. I totally forgot Dior. Now, I really like the Lady Dior bag in like, not all the different designs, but some particular ones I think are really cute. And I think the Lady Dior is pretty classic. If you're going to get a Dior bag, I think of the Lady Dior. I think sometimes it can look a little bit like a grandma bag and a little bit of an old, it can make you look a little bit old, but I think some of the mini designs are really cute, and some combinations of the larger ones look good too, I think. But yeah. For Dior, yeah, probably the Lady Dior is the best. For me, when I really think about it, I don't really like the saddle bag. I know there was a time where this was really trendy, and it's still really trendy, but I just think like it is kind of an ugly bag if you think about it. Like, it's got that big dangly D at the bottom, like the shape of it, it's like, it doesn't display that nice either, like on your shelf. It's just like a little, like, I don't know, like I don't think I would ever spend money on this bag myself. So yeah, honestly, I think the Lady Dior is a very pretty bag, and like it looks very nice, but I think the saddle kind of just looks like a little bit ugly. But I understand it kind of, it's not supposed to be like a pretty bag, it looks a little bit more edgy, but I don't know, when I really think about it, I don't think I even like it. What are your favourite and least favourite bags from designer brands? Sorry if I was a little bit slow today. I've had a really long day and I really just wanted to film a video, but thanks Connor for giving me the inspiration, and yeah, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!